Hello everyone and welcome to day 3 of the League Start updates for my Whirlwind build. So, um, there hasn't been a lot of changes in terms of gear or otherwise, but there is an interesting update I have, which is that I managed to, by mere chance, get first place in the new boss kill, Lone King of Aeterna. So I was just pondering whether or not I should try it. I saw the invite was costing like 40 FE, so I bought it and I did it just to get the achievement. I didn't drop anything from it really. Um, so there's that. It was pretty cool being able to do that. So but then I have something interesting to bring up to the table, which is upgrades or changes to do when doing single target. Oh, there is something I changed, which is I bought this relic for maybe I think 25. So the idea here is start to accumulate a little bit of cooldown recovery for divine punishment to be able to keep up the buffs a little bit longer. And most importantly, this thing, which can stack up to, for each stack consumes up to 9 stacks. That will be 18% additional damage. It starts to add up. And then for I'm still using this, still using the place of the Oracle, and still using this. I want to at some point be able to get the relic that gives you this point, because this is a lot of damage. It's just for one use of the skill, so it's like for this, one. But every single time you get a cooldown, you're gonna be doing a lot of damage, and it starts to ramp up higher up. Okay, I did change the relics a little bit. So I think we were still using this one. No, this is new. So no, yeah, we already had this one. This is the new one. So I wanted to get more seal mana, and I happened to again get the additional damage or order. This is attack damage instead of physical. This is physical damage instead of attack damage, but it's an additional layer multiplier. So we now have this one here for additional attack damage. This has additional attack damage, and this has additional physical damage. So we're leaning into order a lot. So this, we get more value out of this, even more. Oh, this is still the same. The life regain, and I'm actually gonna try to brand this. I want to get rid of this mana regen speed. I mean, the same is still useless. Okay, that's better. There you go. More sealed mana. So to anyone that saw the previous video, I dropped a very nice, very nice pedigree, and I sold it, the Talents of the Abyss, for the new Spirit Mages build. So I bought a Restraint with it, and with Restraint okay, with Restraint we're able to feed Rejuvenation. Sorry, my voice is failing me. Able to feed Rejuvenation on mana. My goal is to eventually get enough reduction to be able to fit this on mana as well, and maybe an additional 1 or 2 auras here, or maybe just one, because you can't have 3 sixlings. But I think I can have two sixlings and a 5-link. That's probably possible, or maybe add another one here. But this is pretty good. I changed this because I was playing on the phone and I wasn't really leaping, because on the phone you really don't want to get your finger off the whirlwind. So I just added the frost shield here, but I'll be moving back to having the leap here. But I did like having frost shield So this combo I think could be very interesting. What happens is Iron Fortification, when you have it, it increases your armor a lot and also makes you take part of your physical damage as part of your elemental damage as physical damage instead. But Frost Shield also reduces physical damage taken considerably. Oh, I still need to get a lot more fizz mitigation. I think right now we're sitting at like 60% with the amount of armor. Yeah, no, it's actually way less, 26% mitigation. That's why I want to feed the armor aura too. But you know, I don't want to give up on the damage just yet. I'm not ready for it. So the armor aura steadfast is just flat armor, but if you get the precise version, you also get an increased armor with it. I want to use fearless. Fearless is actually better than weapon amp once you hit a certain threshold of attack speed, because this is 15% additional. This is this one instead is you get the crit and you get the crit damage and you get the area of effect. So no, it's just the additional, the crit, the base crit and the area of effect. So you can cap out your crit with this, and then you know you can switch pieces around. So I'm gonna go back here just to reset the order. Do a quick dummy test.
Please select the calibration intensity for invincibility number 2.
Okay. For some reason my movement is stopping every now and then. That's weird. Like I'm getting a mini stun. I don't know. Strange. Oh, I forgot. This doesn't have mania, so I'm losing a lot of damage here. But you know, that looks you know, fairly bit lower actually than the previous one. And there you go. Yeah, once you cast it, finally it goes up a little bit. So what I'm gonna do for my single target, what I did for the boss fight is I dropped these gloves, but you know, I don't know how much these are. Probably they're probably expensive. Oh, they're not too bad. They're pretty close to the Ralphs actually. So you can get either a base that has these or get the Ralphs. The rolls also give you fervor. These ones, Ralph's engraving. So you can get these, you know, 10 FE, 15 FE, 9 FE, something like that. And with that, what you do is once you have fervor, oh, I actually need to get more energy. I think when I did the fight, I was actually missing a trigger instead as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
For some new gear?
Get this.
Wanna buy me a drink?
Give me 60. 55. I'll take something about 50. There you go. Okay. That should be enough, I think. Get the 16, get a +1. There you go. Okay. Now I'm gonna reset. Now that we have fervor, I don't really need this. I mean, this is still good because the fervor effect increases the crit chance, increases the crit damage, increases the. I think we're getting movement speed for fervor as well. So all of that works. But this is very important. So the last in season 2 of Black Seal, we were using Shadow Dancer. Shadow Dancer got 2 nerfs that to me make it not worth taking anymore. Now, this is a very good tree. This is a lot of damage. I mean, this point, the seal mana and the seal mana for trigger is pretty good to be able to fit a lot of setups. But you know, they change how triggered works. You can no longer have more than one spell triggered. So This also loses a lot of value for, you know, non-custom crit builds. I think Shadow Dancer right now is just an exclusively custom crit tree. This used to be ignore armor, just ignore armor and paralyze, but now is 8% pen. Now, I think I think pen can be good if the calculation can make the enemy armor be negative. But I don't know if that is to be the case at the moment. So since this doesn't work, ambition is good because it gives you fervor, and but we lost versatile, which was the very big note here. So this is just for, you know, custom crit. This thing is also for custom crit because it reduces cooldown recovery of cooldown speeds of triggered skills, and open wounds is just a it's just a trauma, you know, bleed down. So, but in God of War we still have the ability to ignore armor. So when doing a boss fight, you grab that, you switch to instant smash, and I'm gonna do a damage test now. And you also, you know, you switch to an actual damage setup for pets. You can see we ramp up to 90, up to 100 million. You know, Thea's damage is a bit spiky, right? You get the very big burst once you cast Divine Punishment, then you have a moment where your damage just falls off, and then you get the burst again. So, but you know, on average is higher than before. Then you obviously switch to a damage pet setup. Now, you know, the blue pets are pretty good. If I were to do this without having these pets, I will just go for attack and get any of the blues ones. This one, attack damage critical, that works, and get that one. Replace the drop one, because for bosses the drops don't really do anything. Then you would do probably this or this one, any of these two. And for here you don't even need a pet because you already have damage points, but you can grab whatever pet gives you the most points, so it will be any of the blue ones, most likely. You can grab this and switch the points back to damage, and then you allocate all that with blue pets. Since blue pets are easier to level up, you get the whole points to fill the wheels, and that will give you a lot of damage. So I think that's all in terms of changes. Oh, another thing is that I'm still trying to craft the weapon. I haven't been successful into changing to the other weapon. I did craft this one, and it's a little bit better. You can see the DPS is slightly higher because this actually has gear attack speed, and it actually makes sleep feel better. But I think I'm still trying to figure out the you know, how the focus blessing factor into spiking our damage even more. Because if I recall correctly, you need, I think it's here, right? Up to 40% additional all damage for every stack of the unpunishment consumed recently, up to 40%. So you want this to be up all the time, right? So you're doing, you need at least 20 stacks to be consumed all the time. Right now we're sitting at 9. We're sitting at that will be 14. So it's roughly 20, right? But we don't always get the whole bonus of this. We also need this, right, to stack it up higher. So getting more focus blessing, also focus blessing actually cap out your chance to deal double damage, which is very important for this character. Right now we're sitting at, let's see, 16%. plus 9 focus blessing, which is 4% each, I think. Focus. It is 4% each. Yeah, 4%. So that'll be 36 plus 12. That is 48% chance to deal double damage roughly. Now we do have fixate, but we don't want to be relying on fixate to cap out our double damage chance. Without fixate, you can run this to make it 100% chance to deal double damage. But we actually want to run this because this helps defensively, and they actually take additional damage, which is, you know, it's a layer of multiplicative damage that works after your other multiplicative value, so it's very, very strong to have. But otherwise, yeah, you really want to cap out your double damage chance. So I'm still figuring out whether I should craft it like this with focus blessings or just do attack speed, crit rate. So it will be probably attack speed, gear, crit rate, you know, fizz, and fizz hybrid. That'll be the ideal scenario. But crafting 200 weapons is very, very expensive. You know, I have the other wolf soul. And regarding the base needs, I think it needs to be wolf soul because it has higher base attack speed. The chance to paralysis is a damage multiplier, which becomes really strong further into the game. And it has higher crit base. And we're relying on our crits to spike our damage. So yeah, I'm still gonna be trying to craft this thing. Then I don't know, yeah, the chest is the same. And other than that, I think those are the upgrades for today. I'll leave you with the new boss fights for you to check it out. Maybe if you want to attempt it. I did it. Maybe I had, you know, this with this setup. I probably had like but maybe I had like 150 mil on average. 200 mil whenever the damage spiked. So, but I think if survivability is high enough, I think 100 mil is enough to do the fight comfortably. Yeah, you can see. So yeah, 150, 160, you know, sometimes getting above 200 mil. So with that you can do the boss fight. So if you want to get the challenge, get the points, get the primals, go for it. The invite is like 40 FE. FEs are literally raining from the sky this season. I'll show you what I'm doing. Oh, this the Psalms of Aeterna. So you really want to go up here, and these are the important notes. This, the +1 map, +1 map here, +1 map here. This gives you another piece that is the one that you can use to connect extra tiles that might have been disconnected at the end of the rotation. And I'm working towards fully unlocking the whole map. This is the last one. And from then I'm moving downwards to get all of these will make you start dropping OP candles, and candles can be insanely strong. Like it's no joke. You know, the base mods are already pretty good. Like look at this, crit damage, attack speed, and it's only a tier 2. I haven't dropped a single tier 1 mod, but you can get here like you can get +1 levels. You can get stuff like that. It's crazy strong. And Netherrealm. So Netherrealm, I already have all the trade cards unlocked. What I'm doing mostly is Steelforge because so these gloves, you know, we use this, and I want to drop them for corrosions. The Vortex Heart is worth something. I think Breastpin people, you know, minion builds would want this. This helmet is like 400 FE. So, you know, The two-faced, there can be good drops here. The scatter bar is worthless, but you know, if you drop any of these, you're making money, pretty good. So I would farm Steel Forge, and if not, you can farm Voidlands always because of the Dragon Slayer nodes. It's like to be like within between 88 and 92 FEs right now if you drop one of these. And in terms of the deck, the Flame Sand right now is very 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 useful. You really want this to be able to craft, especially 200 weapons, because every try of a 200 weapon, you know, craft attempt is it's 40 flame sand. So you really want to accumulate these. I thought it was a bait at the beginning, but you know, once I started crafting, I realized that I really want these cards to be active. You know, this is more monsters, so regardless of any strategy you're doing, you always want to have more monsters. More monsters drop more stuff and give you more XP in the end. Pity to advance to the bosses way faster. You can add Morning as well to drop additional beacons. And God of War is pretty good because it makes you go faster. But I like Dark Search. I like my Dark Search, and I want cube stuff because of the wedges. The wedges are selling really well and are very very necessary, since you know you always want to get a slate and try it out, see what you get, see if you get something crazy, because you know you cannot really trade slates that are already branded. So that's something that you will have to be constantly doing throughout the league if you want to continue to improve your character, up until the point you start buying, you know, the crazy cornerstones and the other piece that I always forget what the name is. But yeah, that's why the cube is very good, and it also can give you relics. So since I can get relics from the Neo League mechanic, from the cube, I'm completely ignoring Black Sail. So I don't have it, and I'm not going to add it. If I get it on the map, I'll do it. It's not a big deal, but otherwise I don't really care about it. And I haven't unlocked this one, by the way. But it's not, again, I'm not gonna be doing Black Sail, you know. Creating good chests is always super super difficult, and the new league mechanic is crazy in terms of returns. With that being said, uh thank you so much for watching, and I'll leave you with the boss fight. A good one.
My queen, my only love. For my immortality. Submit, for I am the King of Aeterna.
I await the god's response.
Burn in the fires of Aeterna.
I await the god's response.
Burn in the fires of Aeterna. Give yourself to Aeterna and
I returned to the gods.